So that kind of fascinated me because I said, hey, this is kind of weird. I mean.
And then, Jack, did you study with bone after that?
Well, after, but that's years after. I'll get to the timeline. But the thing is, no. But then what happened was, I got the Brandeis. I had a National Defense Fellowship to Brandeis. Everything paid for, Title IV National Defense, and while there, I ran across a paper on the tau theta puzzle. It was in Reviews of Modern Physics, like this is 1960, and there they're talking about, and it just dawned on me, hey, wait, this contradicts relativity. This EPR, it seems to contradict relativity, and I went to Sylvan Schwaber and Stanley Desser, and I said, hey, what's going on here? And they got very upset because I guess they didn't realize it themselves. They said, basically shut up and calculate. Don't think about it. And I said, this is important. But I was basically beginning to think like, this is 1960. Bell did his thing in 1964. Okay. And I sort of got pissed. I actually quit my fellowship after about 2 years. I quit the fellowship, and right away I was recruited by the CIA I worked for a place called Tech Ops, and they were on Route 2, Lexington, Massachusetts, around there, and they were doing work for the CIA on high resolution, the satellite cameras, for surveillance, that kind of thing. And while there, I was working with this guy George Parent, and a whole group of they were classical optics guys. They worked with Emil Wolf at the University of Rochester, classical optics, and they didn't know much quantum theory, so they hired me. I was like 21 years old, to learn, quantum. Lasers. Lasers were just coming in. They had a laser, but it was very early. This is 1963 now, by around 1963, the lasers, and so they had me working on this, and I wrote my first paper for the Italian, published in the Nuovo Cimento, Italian Physical Society, appropriate since my name is Italian, Sarfatti, but it was on quantum mechanical correlation.